I speak to entrepreneurs every single day, and I swear to God, everyone's retarded except for us who are getting into the business model that I preach, which is becoming an educational content creator. I live in Bali, right? So everyone I speak to is a coach, or they do ads and marketing, or, they've got all these random different business models that they can't even explain to you what it is they do. Oh yeah, I run an SMMA agency or some shit. It's like, what do you fucking do, right? But the worst thing with all these fucking entrepreneurs, apart from this business model that I tell you to do on this channel, they all don't like their lives. I'll speak to people every single day and they're like, yeah, I have to stay up till 2 a.m. to take sales calls from America or something. And I'm like, what the fuck? You built a business where you're sleep deprived. Or I'll have other people like, yeah, we've got to speak to our clients here, and yeah, it's hard work. I'm like, you're poor? How are you poor and you also have a shit business that isn't enjoyable? Like, if you were rich as fuck, if you were making $1 million, $5 million a year, and you had parts of your business that was hectic, okay, I would understand. But you need to understand this lesson I want to teach you, this weird lesson for today's video is, build a business that you actually enjoy. Most people build businesses that they don't even like. It blows my fucking mind how retarded this is, because I've told, like, on this channel, I've explained a lot, so hopefully I don't have to recover a lot of that, but it's hard to do any business model. Don't you ever fucking believe the lie that, like, this business model is easier than this one. Oh, drop shipping is easy money. The TikTok algorithm is easier to grow on YouTube. Don't listen to those fucking lies. Every business is hard. You just need to accept this. Every business is hard. And also, every business can make you rich. So you should not be looking for the business model that's easy, or the one that can make you money. You should be looking for the business model that has the day-to-day tasks that are actually enjoyable. So enjoyable that if you were rich, if you had more money than you needed, you'd still do it because it's fun. Guess what? That's where I'm at in life right now. I don't need to work for basically the rest of my life. I literally don't need to work. When you have like $1 million in cash in a bank account in your 20s, you don't ever have to work, and you will live a pretty fucking good life with, like, just slow-paced investments. Basically, I don't have to work, and I'm here right now. Why? Because this shit's literally fun. It's enjoyable. It feels like I'm contributing to the lives of people when I make these videos. And I can't believe I get paid to sit here, to drink some coffee, chat around with my cameraman, and then just, like, shout at the camera for like 20 minutes before we go to the gym. Do you see how I built a business model that's so enjoyable that even though I've retired, I'm gonna keep working? And also, I made more money than all these fucking retards anyway. I think the guys who watch this channel understand this mindset, but I swear to God, most people don't. We're building a business that we enjoy. So whether or not it makes money, whether or not we've become rich, we enjoy this business, so we want to keep working on it. Most people are like level 1 thinkers, where they just think, I want to make money, so I will do the thing that makes money. And so I swear to God, like, bro, if you travel and you start speaking in person to a lot of entrepreneurs, you're going to remember this video being like, holy shit, Hamza was right. All these motherfuckers are retarded. Every single day I'll speak to people who are like, oh yeah, gotta go home now, sales calls. Oh yeah, gotta do this part of the business that's not enjoyable. Oh yeah, I was up till 3 a.m. on calls yesterday. And I'm like, why did you built your own prison? You may as well have just stuck to a fucking job. You may as well have just gotten some online fucking work from home laptop job instead, where you can just work a few hours on your own pace. Most people build businesses that are literally worse than working fucking jobs and being employees. They make less, they don't even make a lot of money, and they're up till fucking 2 a.m. doing sales calls. I have no sales calls in my business. That basically means, like, to sell your products, you would literally hop on the fucking phone like a peasant and try and convince someone to buy from you. I don't do that. Why? Because it's such a bullshit task. Why the fuck would I want to do that? Maybe I'll outsource it to someone else in the future, but I don't even sell products that need, like, you've got to convince someone on the phone to buy it. I don't have, like, random fucking, clients that I've got to go speak to in America or some shit, so I've got to stay up late and be sleep deprived or something. The point of a business was that your life should be better being a businessman than an employee. But if an employee finishes work at 5 p.m. and if you finish your business work at fucking 2 a.m., then that's fucking retarded. Now, of course, look, there's some people who like staying up late. So for them, that's not actually a bad thing. I'm assuming you're someone who, goes to sleep early, wakes up early, whatever. But if you're building a business that you don't like, I'm telling you, not only are you setting yourself up to be in this weird prison where like you've built something you don't fucking like, but this is the weird point I want to make to you. I swear to God, I promise you, you'll make less money when you pursue money in business. I swear it. I just know that sounds weird. I pursued building a business that gave me the best day-to-day life possible. And because of that, I've made a fuck ton of money in a few years, starting off as like a complete retard. Everyone else, they just focus on the money to the sacrifice of their health, their routine, the life that they want to live. And they often will make less money. Why? Because the goal is less. Like, think about the levels of ambition. One person says, yeah, I want to make money and I don't care if I'm sleep deprived. I don't care if I hate my life. I just want to make money. They kind of sound cool. You know what I mean? You could imagine some people watching this thinking, yeah, Hamza, this is pussy shit. Fuck passion. Just do what makes the money. That's like this level of ambition. Saying that you want to make money whilst also having the best day ever is up here. Do you see how my cock is like 5 times the girth of these little skinny motherfuckers here? Where they're like everyone I fucking meet in Bali has got like a tiny fucking very, very fucking tiny girthy cock. Where they're like, oh yeah, just, you know, if it makes money, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll stay up till 3 a.m. Oh yeah, client, oh this client work, oh this agency, oh this thing. Oh yeah, I gotta go work. For me, I'm like, how the fuck do you live with yourself? You built a business that's worse than a fucking job. Like, you may as well have just been an employee, right? For you, I'm telling you, I give you my word. If you build your business in the same way that I have done, not only will you have a better life, so you'll live the ideal life, which for you is probably the same as me, which I'll tell you in a second. Actually, I'll tell you what my day-to-day life looks like. But also, I promise you, you'll make more money this way because you'll work harder, because the goal, the sort of reward is higher. The reward of these, you know, everyone else, the reward is like you have a business that kind of has ruined your life a little bit and you're sleep deprived. The reward of my way is that you build a business which also gives you the best life ever, the day-to-day life experience. It gives you money, but also the day-to-day life experience. So the reward is higher, so you work harder, so you get way more ideas. You don't need to ever blow off steam like all these fucking people. It reminds me of like I was getting an interview for a sales job years and years ago, back in like 2019. It's kind of like a sales job. It's hard to explain. It was kind of like recruitment, basically, kind of like a sales. It's hard to explain, but basically I got this and I was on the interview and the guy was like hyping it up of like, yeah, you know, it's really hard work, there's no balance in life and whatever, you've got to just grind, but then every few months we all go to like Ibiza and we spend like £10,000 in like 2 days. I remember just thinking, like, are you a fucking like peasant? Like, you need to blow off steam, you need to like escape from your day-to-day life. You know, most people live like this. Most people live a life and they create a business and a lifestyle that they need to escape from. I live every day as if it was like, if I had to repeat this day, I'd be happy. And I do literally repeat the day every single day. I fucking love my life. I've created the ideal schedule, the routine that I absolutely want to live every single day. And this is so weird, but when I don't follow this schedule and I do something random, like have fun in a normies way, I literally have less fun than my usual routine. So this is like the day in the life of my business, which is being an educational content creator. Basically, you make educational videos and then you sell a digital product, like a course, ebook, coaching, whatever. I wake up naturally with no alarm, roughly 6 to 7 a.m. after 10 hours in bed. I'm not bullshitting, 10 hours in bed. Most people think 10 hours, oh, that's crazy, but like most people only have what's called sleep efficiency of about 80%. Basically, how long you spend in bed is not how many hours of sleep you get. So you only actually get 8 hours of sleep if you allocate 10 hours to bed. There's basically no one on the fucking planet who does this other than me, like of our young people. I'm telling you, there's no one who allocates 10 hours to bed. Why? Because they're all poor and I'm fucking rich. Even people who have got money are still poor, that they can't have enough sleep in the day. I go to sleep quite early, but it's when I like it. So about 8 p.m., 8:20 is exactly when I go to sleep. And I literally am in bed for 10 hours and I get 8 hours of actual sleep. And I feel fucking superhuman because of this. I don't even need to wake up early anymore because recently I've very much optimized my life to be like, yeah, fuck it. Like, I'm already rich. Why the fuck have I got an alarm clock now? I can actually just live out, like, you know, sleep as long as I need to, which is going to improve my brain. I wake up and I do like a 2-hour morning routine, which is like the whole like self-improvement, meditation, whatever. I do that first thing because I actually just enjoy it. And I spend a bunch of time reading in the morning. Then my cameraman gets here at about 8:30, 9 a.m. and then we record a couple of YouTube videos, which will then be clipped up by my staff and it'll be put into Instagram reels and tweets and emails, whatever. But we record in the morning. It's hype. I drink some coffee. We have a little bit of snacks, like some beef and whatever, and we're just like talking, laughing in between videos. And then after this, usually I finish work at like 11 a.m. and I just go to the gym and I'll spend about usually on average about 3 hours at the gym. I leave the gym at about 2 p.m. So I'll go to the gym. I go to a fancy gym where there's like pools and saunas and restaurants and whatever. So I'll sit around, I'll read, I'll get coffee, I'll eat, and I'll train, and then I'll like hang out with people and stuff. And bro, I'm making more money than everyone else whilst I do this, by the way. Just think about that. It's not like, what you're listening to might sound like I'm being a bit lazy. I'm spending a lot of time away from the grind. This is the grind. Like, the grind is not just you staring into the computer screen. The grind is you getting the result. And my results are better than basically everyone else. Like, I never meet someone who's more successful than me. Maybe if I move to Dubai and there's people who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month or something, sure. But at least where I live right now and basically 99.9% of the world, I'm the most successful person here. And so I literally just like walk around, talk to people, and just like, I wouldn't call it networking, but I'll make friends and I'll speak to girls and stuff and I'll speak to the staff. I'll just get into funny conversations. I'll ask people questions. I'll make new friends. I'll hang out in the sauna, in the pool and whatever. I'll eat as well. And then for the rest of the day, from 2 to about 6, I basically just have like free time where I can just do whatever I want. So often I come back home, I'll eat more and I'll read for hours and hours, or I'll go on a date or I'll hang out with someone. I'll go to like a restaurant sometimes. And usually I just come back home and I just kind of like wind down from the day. And I just kind of like sit around reading and just doing what I want in my own space. I work like 2 hours a day and I make $1 million profit every year. And like more than that, but probably closer to about 2 million now. And I'm telling you, this, like, you're probably thinking, okay, yeah, but you only get to live like this because you're already rich. No, I promise you, this is how I lived from the beginning. You know how you've always known, like I've said this, like, I grinded a lot when I was starting this business. No, but I lived like this. There was a few different things, like I went to bed at 9 instead of 8:20, and I had an alarm for 6 a.m, so I had 9 hours in bed instead of 10 hours. So there's some things that was different, but I tell you, the philosophy of my sort of lifestyle of this business was the same when I was broker than you. You think right now, oh yeah, okay, this is good for Hamza, but he's rich, he gets to live like this. No. I became rich by living like this. You know why? Because when I was poor and I was first building this business, I wasn't grinding the same way as all the fucking retards. I would wake up and do the morning routine and read books. You know why? Because then I became more knowledgeable on the subjects of what I was teaching in this content than basically everyone else. Then I would literally still, back in 2020, I used to have a 2 to 3 hour block for exercise. I would get ready, I would run over to my gymnastic ring spot, I'd do a workout there, I'd run back, I'd go to my garage and do another little mini workout there using the dumbbells, because there's some exercises you can't hit, like if you train outdoors. And I would spend literally like 3 hours in this state. Why? Because it gave me a fucking sick physique, which then made me fucking rich because I sold a fitness program. And also it was like just great for my mental health, for that sort of aggressive mindset that got me viral in the first place. There's so many mini lessons I want to give you here. The first lesson we covered was, don't build a business that has parts of it that you fucking hate, where you have to be sleep deprived. But the second one is, often the grind for you to get results doesn't look like what you think, like just staring at the computer screen. From the start of my business to now, I have been like very productive and like disciplined and kind of like dopamine detox and whatever. But you'd be surprised of how little I actually work. Like if we say work is like being on camera, on the laptop, whatever, it's always from the start of my business genuinely been less than about 15 hours per week. I swear to God, less than about 15 hours per week, because I've never done any bullshit. I don't have meetings with my team. I don't have like fucking sales calls that I've had to take. I don't do random fucking discovery calls or, just all this bloated shit. I literally make YouTube videos and then I have my programs. That's it. That's all I do. And I'm telling you, this is the way for you to have the 10 out of 10 lifestyle where you can maintain like $1 million a year profit and also get to control your day-to-day life. If you want to go become a pro fighter or a pro surfer or something, you can do. If you want to go to the orphanage every single day and hang out there with the kids, you can do. If you want to go to the gym for 3-5 hours a day just to talk to people and to flirt with girls and to train in the gym and build a physique, you can do. Now, if you want to get to the higher levels, if you want to get to more like $10 million a year profit, that's when, okay, you're gonna have to change some shit. But I'm telling you right now, everyone who's watching this, you can get to $1 million a year profit living this life where you restrict your work time to about 10 to 15 hours a week. And here's the weird thing, and I promise, I know it's hard to believe me, but I promise, I genuinely believe you'll only get to $1 million a year profit in this business model if you restrict your work hours and if you don't do this other bullshit that people are doing. Just see this weird split that we're talking about. I'm not saying that it's possible. I'm saying it's almost like a requirement for you to get to $1 million a year profit in this business model, which is basically copying me. So make YouTube videos, make social media content, sell a digital product like a course, whatever, community. I'm telling you, it's so weird. I'm telling you, I promise this is the fucking truth. Please believe me in this. It's kind of like a requirement to get to $1 million a year profit. You have to not do all the other fucking bullshit that everyone else is doing. You'd think, okay, so if I work 15 hours, I can get the 1 million profit a year, a few years from now. But then if I spend like 2 hours a week replying to comments on YouTube, surely that should get me a little bit more of a benefit, right? And it's so weird. This is what's hard, because you'd be thinking like, okay, well, I'll do what Hamza said. I'll do the essential task. I'll record the videos and I won't have any bullshit. But if I do one of those harmless tasks, like replying to some comments or whatever, that's okay, right? It's weird because it will stop you from getting success. If, for example, let's say it's 15 hours a week of recording content and making the programs and whatever, the essential tasks, which is what I do. You would assume if you did a bit more work above that, you'd actually make more money, or you'd achieve the 1 million a year profit faster, right? You'd assume that. And I promise you, this is what's weird. That's not the case. You'll actually decrease your probability of getting the success, because let me explain this in a weird way. Let's say we both do 15 hours a week. We're both at 0. 15 hours a week. I only do the essential task, which is I make the YouTube videos and I make the program and I funnel to the program. That's it. I make $1 million a year. You do the essential task. You make the YouTube videos and you funnel to the program. But you also spend 2 hours a week replying to comments, which seems harmless. In fact, you should get a bit of a benefit, right? You're showing your audience that you're attentive and whatever. Because of that, you've been reading so much bullshit that infiltrates your mind, and when you see the one comment of someone that calls you a scammer, you start destroying your own fucking business model. When you see the comments of people who are disagreeing with your viewpoints, you start taking it on board and being like less convicted in your arguments and start changing your mind, which is what people fucking hate in a YouTuber. So by you doing more work that you thought would get you more results, you end up weirdly destroying your business. Do you see like the weird split here? Like you would assume that doing a bit more work would get you more results. All these fucking retards here assume that setting up the business where they've got to do this uncomfortable thing like taking sales calls at 2 a.m. They assume that that's going to make them more money. But you can just imagine, because hopefully you've got at least double-digit IQ, to think, well, yeah, being sleep deprived and taking random calls at 2 a.m. is probably not going to make you more successful, right? Of course not. Do you see how if these people, random people I'm meeting here, like basically everyone I meet here has got like a business like this. If these people restricted their work time and they had this hard kind of block where they were like, nope, I refuse to do any task that I don't enjoy in business, they'd be more successful because they'd have to set up their business in a way where they then don't need to fucking stay up till 2 a.m. taking calls. They'd sell a product that maybe doesn't need the sales team, or they'd set up the sales team itself. I want to teach you about flow. Flow is kind of like this experience that you can have when you are totally immersed in an activity that is enjoyable and challenging. Basically what that means is there'll be tasks that you do that are fun and challenging, that your mind isn't super active inside. For me, it's always been recording. As I say these words, there's no words in my brain, like there's no thinking in my brain. That means it's basically like the height of human experience, which is when your brain is still and you're just engaged in the task, and it's just like, you're in the zone, as an athlete would call it. You want to get into flow as often as possible. So that means you want to set up your business to have the tasks that get you into flow and to take out any tasks that don't. And for most people, it's weird. It's like they have this righteous kind of energy where they do so many non-flow tasks, all these bullshit, boring tasks, replying to messages, meetings, all this stuff. They do all this and they're still poor. Like they're doing non-enjoyable tasks and they're still poor. You want to optimize your business so that there is enjoyable parts that you literally would do even if you were rich. Even if you had 5-10 million in the bank account, you would still do it because it's literally fun for you. It's purposeful. It's like a contribution to the people that you care about. The reason why you want to prioritize flow is because your life is only comprised of what you actually do with your time. Like you know the truth, right? I think by now you probably know the truth of like, yeah, like achievements and money don't often really increase your happiness. What increases your happiness and your fulfillment of life is not like the stack of achievements, but literally what you spend your time on. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't be making money, because making money is fun as fuck. But the idea is like you should be asking yourself, like, what do I want in my day-to-day life? What's the best, most fun thing you could do at 7 a.m. and at 2 p.m. and at 5 p.m., which is, like work related, and then slot that in. Your life is only comprised of what you actually did in the time, not with what you bought, not with the amount of subscribers you got. These things don't actually matter as much. It's like, was the journey to get the subscribers fun? Okay, let's say you buy the car, like the fancy car, right? And it's cool and you'll get some pussy from it, whatever. But the car's expensive. It's like 300K or something. It's not the moment you buy the car, all rich guys will tell you, it's like, it's kind of like fucking anticlimactic. But was making the money fun, to save up for the car? Because if it was, then the car feels fulfilling. Then it's like, bro, by all means, if you've got a fuck ton of money and you want to buy some car or some watch or something, and it was fun to make the money, and it's like, yeah, sure, by all means. But if it was like depressing to make the money and you did it to buy the fucking car, holy fuck, bro. There's so many people like that in the world. Like they all live in Dubai or some shit, and it's just cringe. It's like, how little power do you have in life to be like, yep, I'm gonna trade my life's enjoyment for the 5-minute moment of buying a car that hopefully will turn the head of other retards who have bought the same car or the same watch or something. If it was fun to get that achievement, like let's say the 100,000 subscribers, if you had fun on the way, then when you get the 100,000 plaque, it's kind of fulfilling, because it's like, oh yeah, this was fun and I've also got some achievements. The same with, like, let's say the bodybuilding. If you had fun on the way to building the physique, then you got the best thing, which is like, it's fun. You literally had an enjoyable experience of life and you have the physique. But if it was fucking depressing and you fucking hated the training and you could have been like a world level, like baseball player or something, but you just built the physique just because you thought you should have, you're actually like a fucking slave. So you should ask yourself, like, what things in life are enjoyable for you, and more particularly in your business, what things aren't, and just remove them. If you can't make them fun, if you can make them fun, by all means try and change some things. But if there's parts of your business that you're doing right now, trust me when I say it, remove it. Now you're probably thinking like, okay, most people will say, okay, yeah, I understand that, but I'm poor right now, so I'll do these things right now and then I'll change them in the future. And that again is the fucking trap. What are you, a fucking middle-aged guy in America? Oh yeah, once the holiday season's passed, then we'll be okay. Yeah, once Christmas passed, then we'll be okay. Are you living for the fucking future like a fucking slave? Like, oh yeah, once I retire, then I'll be happy. Are you fucking retard? Come on. No one believes that shit anymore. Like, oh yeah, once this is done, then I'll be happy. That's not how the world fucking works. You know that, right? However you should be living is how you need to optimize your life today. There's no such thing as tomorrow. You don't be the fucking guy who's worked a shit job, hated his life, and he's just like, oh yeah, but when I retire. Then he retires, he's like 60 fucking 5, and now he's fucking depressed and his dick doesn't work anymore. You don't delay living your fucking life. Now this, again, doesn't mean the extreme of like, YOLO, I'm 20 years old, so I'll go take drugs and almost die. It's like, no, that's fucking retarded as well, because that's not about you living the best life. It's like, what is like the sort of productive, healthy way, the enjoyable way, the non-fucking weird stimulating way that you can live right now. Don't bullshit yourself and say, oh, well, I'll do those tasks which I hate right now, but in the future I'll stop doing them. Because I'm telling you, the type of person who thinks that never gets successful. From the start of my business, I only did the tasks that were fun then. I never thought to myself that I'd have to change this business. Really, I never thought that. And that's why I succeeded compared to everyone else. Because it's hard to be look, everyone's working hard, but it's hard to beat the guy who's working hard like you, but he's having fun with it. He's literally doing this for fun. Because I'll do fucking like I'll get 10 times more interesting ideas to improve this than you. I'll bring better energy than you. Don't believe the lie that your own brain will tell you, which is like, yeah, I understand what Hamza's saying, and yeah, in the future, that's when I'll change things. In the future, that's when I'll stop doing this like bullshit. Once I've made enough money, then I'll stop the sales calls. Then I'll do this thing. Then I'll do this. No. From the start of your business, optimize it so it's so enjoyable that you will then not need to blow off steam. You see the competitive advantage, right? When you have set up a business that's actually fun, you won't need to blow off steam. You won't need to take time off. You won't need to get randomly distracted. You won't need the 3 hours at the end of the night to play video games. You can work up until you go to sleep because it's actually enjoyable for you. You can be on holiday and you'll still work. That's the weird competitive advantage. Even though what I'm saying sounds like the pussy thing of like, yeah, work less and make it more fun. I'm not saying this because it's just fun. I'm saying because this is how you get the cold, hard cash from this. This is how you optimize for cash for the first 1 million a year at least. Past that point, it's different. And don't you fucking be like a fucking insecure motherfucker who's pretending he's got a big dick. Oh yeah, but I want to make 50 million a year. Just shut the fuck up, right? You make fucking nothing right now. You get to 1 million a year profit first, then you can talk about 10 million a year, whatever. I'm not there yet either, so don't you fucking start bullshit. Oh, but I want to be a billionaire, Hamza. You're watching. Oh, I'm gonna be more successful than you. Oh, just shut up. Come on. Stop being fucking cringe. Get to 1 million a year before you fucking talk like you've got balls, right? First of all. So here's the action step I want you to think about after this video's done. Just pause it and just sit around. Don't fucking click on another YouTube video, even though that'd be pretty good for my algorithm. So maybe do that anyway. But I just want you to sit here for a second and just ask yourself, what does your ideal life experience look like? If you already use one of those softwares like Google Calendar, where you can see the sort of day-to-day life, the time blocking, the calendar, whatever, hop on that and just ask yourself, okay, if I had infinite money, what would my day-to-day schedule look like? Like, ask yourself this question. What time would you wake up? Would you wake up to an alarm? What time would you go to sleep? When would you eat in the day? What work would you do? Because even if you've got enough money, we all kind of understand the truth, which is like, even if you've got enough money, you'll still want to do some kind of work, right? So what work would you do? For me, I always knew I would make content. If I had unlimited money, I would make content. Why? Because it's fun for me. And also, it's such a large, huge leverage of contribution to the world. I can sit here for 20 minutes, record a video that 10,000 people could watch, and it could help a solid 1,000 of them. That's way more than I could help if I go and actually go in person to speak to people. So for me, it was always that. What is it for you? Then ask yourself, what task, if you were already rich, you would not do? And the weirdest part of you answering all this and coming up with your dream day is for you to act like it right now and not have that small dick belief, which is like, oh yeah, well, I'll live like this when I've got money. No. Whatever you think of your ideal day, you literally will achieve the success if you live like that right now, because it will create you into the kind of person who's happy and fulfilled, who actually gets the success. Don't fall for this fucking, I don't know what it is, like this American middle class fucking mindset, which is like, oh, I'll wait for the happiness. It's the happiness and the life fulfillment that gets you the fucking success. So when you think of your dream day, force that to start now as much as you can. Of course, if your dream day has like, oh yeah, and I live in Bali and you can't afford it, okay, yeah, do what you can. But in terms of the tasks that you do, try and live the dream day right now. I promise it's such a competitive advantage, and I really hope you can just take the lesson, because I'll meet so many people who are depressed, they hate their lives, they're sleep deprived, and they're not even rich, and they've literally built a business that's horrible. I'm like, what the fuck was the benefit of this? For you could live your dream day today. Like, imagine how powerful this gift I've just given you, this insight. You could literally be living your dream day today. If there's a part of your business that you fucking hate, find a way to remove it. Like, let's say if you're a YouTuber, you're like a new YouTuber and you fucking hate editing your videos. Bro, don't fucking edit them. Press fucking record and just fucking do it in one take and just get better at speaking in one take. There's loads of videos that pop off and make the person rich when he just records it in one fucking take with no editing. Maybe in the future when you make money, you'll hire an editor. But if you hate editing your own videos, don't. Because I promise, if you hate it, guess what? Can you imagine what I'm going to say? If you hate editing your own videos, but you're like, oh yeah, but you just got to grind. Yeah, I'll do it. Most likely your editing skills are going to be shit. So if you hate doing something, You're probably bad at it, that since you do it, you're making your results worse. Whereas if you hate editing and you just fucking one take your videos, like you press record and just one, in one take, you just fucking spitball it. You probably are right now or soon to be great at speaking in one take, that would be your secret competitive advantage. But if you enjoy editing, like it's literally fun for you, then do it and actually get better and better at it. Like we all have things that are enjoyable for us and not enjoyable for us. And when you lean into the thing that is enjoyable for you, that's where your secret angle of success will come from. Just see this weird point I've just made. It's like, if editing your own YouTube video is not enjoyable, if you do it because you're trying to say like, yeah, but I'm disciplined and I'll do it, I guarantee your video will be worse because you don't enjoy editing, so you're probably fucking bad at it. Why build a business, a prison, which has parts that you don't like? It's like, for example, marrying a girl that you don't even like. Like imagine there's something you really don't like about this girl, that she's rude or something. And then you're like, yeah, but I'll keep dating her. Why? If you don't like someone, you stop dating them. If you don't like something in your business, you stop it. It's just that we all have this weird perception because we're like, oh, but if I keep doing it, I'll make more money. No. I'm telling you this weird lesson. If you keep doing the thing you don't enjoy in business, you'll make less money because you'll make worse products and worse videos because you literally don't fucking like the thing. You'll find your own secret, unique space when you just lean into the thing that's fun for you, and that's where you'll dominate. So just dream up your ideal daily schedule. Ask yourself what things you like in business, but also in other areas of life, like maybe the girl you're speaking to or the girls you have dated, in your fitness life, in your relationships, whatever. Ask yourself what you like, lean into it, and whatever you find out you don't like, find a way to just eliminate it from your life. And I know it sounds like counterintuitive, but you'll get more success this way. If you want these more advanced lessons, I put them inside of my program, ECC, the Educational Content Creators. Especially if you're getting into this business model, the same one as me, being an educational content creator, you'll make YouTube videos and Instagrams, and you'll sell like an online product. If that's what you want to get into, you just want to make money online, and you're kind of convinced that this is a good way. This is the best program out there. I literally be your teacher, and I help you to create the kind of business that makes a fuck ton of money, but also gives you the 10 out of 10 lifestyle as well. Like literally, there's basically no one who lives a better lifestyle than me in their 20s. I can't believe I literally live this life where I live on a fucking island. I wake up, I work, then I work for like 2 hours, and it's fun. It's not even work. I literally just sit here and shout at the camera. Then I go to the gym, and I feel like a fucking Chad in there. I've got the great physique because I monetize my fucking fitness journey. Like I've made probably like $750,000 just from my physique. And I go to the gym and I'm popular there. People come up to me with tears in their eyes saying you changed my life forever. How's this even real life? This is what I do. Whilst everyone else is staying up till 2 a.m. on sales calls, I like get people like fans who interrupt my conversation with a girl to say, oh, sorry guys, like Hamza, you changed my life. And the girl's like, what? Like, I didn't realize you were that much of a big deal or whatever. Because I just fucking optimize my business like this. So hopefully you'll take this lesson. Top link in the description. I will personally I'm a teacher inside of this program, and so if you want this business model, it's fucking awesome, honestly. I can't believe I make so much money, honestly. Like jokes on you guys, I would be doing this shit for free. Fucking retards. I can't believe any of you motherfuckers pay me for this, honestly. Top link in the description if you want to join. Click and watch this video. Goodbye.